This is the second part of Lesson 1. In this part, we will take the initial app that we created in Lesson 1A and add two sliders. One slider will let a user adjust the pitch of the voice, and the second slider will let a user adjust the speech rate. To begin, I'm going to pull a label onto the viewer. I will rename it my pitch label. And to make it more readable, I will make it font bold by clicking font bold. Change the size to 18. And I want the text to read pitch. Now from the user interface components, I will pull over a slider, and I will rename this my pitch slider. I want it to go all the way across the screen, so for the slider, I will adjust the width to fill parent. And now I need to adjust the min and max values. So with the speech synthesis, or the text-to-speech, it will accept values between 0 and 2. So I want the maximum value when the slider is all the way to the right to be 2, and the minimum value when it is all the way to the left to be 0. So I will set the max value to 2 and the min value to 0. And when the app first starts up, I want the slider bar to be right in the middle. So the place where you put your finger to adjust the slider, I want that to be right in the middle. So for the thumb position, I will change that to 1, which it won't show up on the viewer now, but on the app, it will show up right in the middle. I'll pull over a second label. I will rename this my speech rate label. Make it bold, 18 font, and change the text to speech rate. Now I'll pull over a second slider. I will rename this my speech rate slider. And likewise, I will make it fill parent for width. Set the max value to 2. Set the min value to 1, or not 1, but 0. And set the thumb position to 1. Okay. To program the sliders, let's start with our pitch slider, and we'll go to the blocks for the pitch slider. And at the top of the list, we have the event handler when position changed. So this is an event handler that is watching for the event that a user moves the slider bar either to the left or to the right. Now when they do change the position of the slider, we want our text-to-speech to adjust the pitch. So from the blocks for text-to-speech, we'll go to Set Text-to-Speech Pitch. We'll plug that in. Now we want a pointer back to the slider that's going to get the value of the slider position. And that is going to be the thumb position. So down toward the bottom in the green blocks, you'll see pitch slider dot thumb position. So we'll get that. And this is the pointer that's going to point the text-to-speech back to the slider to get the thumb position, and that will tell it what value to use for the pitch of the voice. Now I'm going to show you a shortcut to do the second slider. I'm going to highlight my position changed event handler. I'm going to do Control-C and Control-V to copy and paste it. And obviously I'm working on a PC if I'm doing Control-C and Control-V. Now, in the When Position Changed event handler, I'm going to click on where it says Pitch Slider, change that to Speech Rate Slider. On my Set Text to Speech, I want to click on Pitch right here and change that to Speech Rate. And now on my pointer, I want to change that from Pitch Slider to Speech Rate Slider. And at this point, both of these sliders should function, so test it out on the app and make sure everything works. This completes Lesson 1B. In the next lesson, we're going to add 5 checkboxes that let you pick between one of 5 accents for the speech-to-text voice.